Hello and welcome to another video. Today I just finished a game which in the end actually put me over 1200 ELO for the first time. So I figured I'd show what went on. It wasn't a stomp by any means. I am Burgundians in the purple. I've started to play Burgundians lately as opposed to the Goths, which I've been playing for a while there. I'm up against Harman, the Portuguese in blue. So Portuguese are known for organ guns. That's their unique unit. They also get a gold reduction cost on all of their units. They've got good gunpowder. They've got they don't get paladin, but they do get pretty much upgraded everything else. So they're pretty versatile civ, but with the organ guns, they can be pretty powerful. I actually managed to get the first hit off of the scout here, so I've actually got the advantage in the scout fight there. He's going to come out for more, and I'm going to see that. Somehow, I'm not normally this active with my scout, but I'm actually able to get some damage in there. Didn't quite kill it. But at least I didn't get drawn into the TC. So normally you see with Portuguese when they get to castle age they do a castle drop, and he is on stone. You don't always see the castle drop, but you do usually see organs at some point pretty early in castle age because they are a pretty strong castle age unit. So he just got to castle age. I got there a little bit before him. Looks like we're both going to be fighting for the relics. We both have monasteries up. I'm getting my second town center up just now. He's still working on the one, but he is building that castle so he can make those organ guns. Now I'm patrolling this scout out here, knowing that, well, okay, he's healing his scout, so I won't be the advantage in the fight anymore. But I do think that, oh, he managed to convert that spearman, so not going to be able to win that fight. I do manage to get a couple of swipes in. Almost killed that scout. He is going to get this relic. Okay, I'm not really going to be able to stop that. I'm really hoping to kill this monk. Okay, I did kill the monk, but I lost my scout, which is my best tool for killing enemy monks. He's already got 2 monks out, so, and an organ gun. And let's see. Do I see that? Now I see that he has organ guns. So, that lets me know, okay, well, it's not particularly safe out there because organs can kill a lot of things. I'm putting my 3rd TC up. He's just now starting his 2nd TC. So far, I've got 2 relics, and he's got 1 about to go in for his 2nd. And the last one over here, I thought about going that way, but I thought he might get that first, so that's why I went this way with the monk. He did manage to kill some of the pikes I had out there. Looks like he's sending this monk out here to get the relic, but I'm already there. So, unless something terrible happens, I should get the 3rd relic and have the relic advantage. Right now, I'm just really distracting with these pikes so that I can get my monk in. I don't even think he saw the monk go in there, so managed to snag that 3rd one. I know he's doing organ guns, so my first thought is, okay, cavalry. I also am getting redemption from the monastery. That allows me to convert siege units, which organ guns are considered siege units. So I'm also thinking, okay, well maybe I should get another monk or 2 as well. So light cav and monks is my play at the moment. Meanwhile, he is getting his 3rd TC up on the gold over here. He's still on stone, so he may build another castle at some point. Actually, he almost has enough to build another castle. Okay, so now he realizes I have redemption. So shouldn't have gotten that close, but he looks like he's probably going to get away with it. Okay, yep, so I only killed maybe 2 of those, then I'm going to lose both the monks. So I never even got the conversions out of that redemption. Redemption is pretty expensive, 475 gold, plus there's 100 gold per monk, so pretty expensive. My eco's going pretty well right now, though. I've got a ton of farms around the TC here, plopping down a bunch more, getting husbandry so my cav go faster. I realize he's probably going to switch to pikes, so I'm already thinking, what am I going to do about that long term? Hoping to snag these organ guns while they're out here exposed. Okay. Yeah, I give up on those. I know he's retreating back to the castle. I know he's going to try to... He knows I'm going light cav, so he's probably going to make pikes. And sure enough, there's a barracks going down. Although, to be fair, that's his first military building, aside from the castle. So, that scout that we just saw, that was his opening scout. So far, I just have a couple of pikes of my own in defense against pikemen. I'm plopping down a bunch more farms. I'm up to 34 farms. I actually almost have the res to go imp. I don't have the buildings, though. He just got to imp, so... And he just researched the pikeman upgrade as well, so he's going to be prepared to go against my cav here. He's building an outside castle to protect these 2 golds, and just as another layer of defense before his main eco there. So I finally got the castle up. Now I clicked Imperial Age, so I'm late. I'm behind him. But I am thinking once I get to Imp, I'm going to make hand cannons. So I'm already starting the archery ranges and the university to get chemistry. Right now I'm getting the techs out of my castle, Burgundian vineyards. That allows me to get a little bit of gold out of all the farms I have. So that's useful. My monks also generate food in addition to gold, so it's really sets the Burgundians up for a food and gold economy. Meanwhile, he's got a second castle, so he can produce the organ guns. He's got 2 barracks, so he's going to go organs and pikes. And so far, I've just got light cav and monks, and not that many monks either. I made 2 more monks. I'm just hoping to survive until I get to Imp and the gunpowder, because that's what I think will be the best against the pikes. But in the meantime, I can at least get elite skirm, and that's what I'm doing. So skirms will also counter pikes. I don't have ballistics yet, so that's another thing I'll need to get. Plopping down some more farms. I'm up to 42 farmers, so you would think that'd be pretty good for at the moment. I've got 86 vills, he's got 90, so our booms are about equal. Unfortunately, one bad thing about the light cav and hussars, their Imperial Age counterpart, is that they have really big line of sight. So as soon as they see something, they're going to automatically go attack it, and that includes the pikemen, which they will just immediately die to. So trying to avoid them getting eaten up by the pikes. So I am going to go ahead and try to stop him from making additional production buildings, and then swoop in for a treb if I can. Yeah, okay. Not quite. Didn't quite get it. But I am getting chemistry, so I'm behind, really behind, and now I don't have any army. He's got a big army, I've got hardly anything. I'm basically going skirms, a couple of pikes. Actually, I stopped making pikes, so I only have a few. And light cav. Really hoping to be able to get hand cannons before it gets too out of control. I did make a couple of scorpions because I thought, well, I really need something against these pikes for now, while I'm waiting for hand cannons. So that's why I made those. Meanwhile, let's check his economy. Looking pretty good, reorganizing a bit. He has 99 villagers, I've got 92, so he's got a slight edge there. Portuguese also get Vitorias, which is a unique building, which allows them to get a slow trickle of resources. Usually you see that, but... So now I think he just doesn't know what to attack. So, yeah, he doesn't really see anything, so he's going from our market, which is actually really annoying. Because I do want to use that market eventually. And unfortunately, I'm going to lose all my hussar to these pikes. These skirms are not killing them fast enough. I do have a couple of bombard cannons, which I'm using to kill the trebs, so I'm at least stalling his push for now. But now it's organs versus skirms, hussar, and bombards. I really don't have hardly any hand cannons out there yet. This is a very food-heavy build. I do immediately see this castle going down, though, so I'm targeting it. Nice! Okay, so I did manage to kill that castle foundation. He's annoyed, so he's actually trying to kill my bombards with the organs. But he got a little out of position, so he has to retreat a little bit. So these villagers are looking for something to do. So now I think he's thinking his own bombard cannons in defense. Another annoying thing about Portuguese is they get a unique tech that allows them to get essentially ballistics for their gunpowder units, so for their bombard cannons. Their bombards will be able to attack my moving units very easily, so it becomes basically impossible to dodge a shot in a bombard v bombard match. I'm actually kind of surprised I pushed it back this far. I lost that castle. But I am slowly starting to make more units, get a bigger army. I'm trying to kill his production buildings. I know he's going organ guns. If I can kill the castles, then that means not as many organ guns. I'm also kind of distracting by pulling the hussars over here. Really just trying to get some vision to see what other things he might have out here, and also pulling some of these units away. Unfortunately, I'm not doing very well with the bombards. Now I'm seeing he has bombards. And despite having 44 on food, I'm constantly really low on food. And I don't have a market to rebalance my eco. I've got a ton of wood, a pretty good amount of gold. You know, I could have gone Paladin as well instead of Hussar, but I figured I wanted to save my gold for the bombard cannons and hand cannons. This one bombard over here is going to be annoying. Okay, I sent a couple of Hussars that way. But he's going to be able to snipe some bombards with that. Yeah. Okay, so slowly pushing back here. He doesn't have a whole lot of military buildings, so and I just lost most of my army, so I have to retreat a little bit as well. Turns out fighting under that castle wasn't the greatest idea. And I'm still just hurting for food. I'm constantly finding myself below 100 food. I'm trying to make more and more units. I'm basically throwing these hussars away to halbs. These are halbs, right? Yeah, halberdiers. So if I could, like, maybe save some of that army before it just immediately dies, that'd be good. Unfortunately, I'm walking my army into a castle fire again. And he's trying to swoop in to kill the bombards. He did manage to get one. Still have one left. Ooh, so close. Yeah, he got one more bombard out of that. But I have one bombard left on 9 HP. So I have to make some more. Slowly rebuilding the army. At this point, I feel like I have an advantage, and I do look at the score and I think, okay, I'm ahead. But the push is slow. He keeps popping out with these Cavalier, which are harder for me to kill because I've got skirms, and the hand cannons do okay if there's just small numbers of these, but especially since the ballistics doesn't affect them, they can swoop in and kill the bombards just like that. That's literally all they're there for him. I'm pretty sure of that, and killing the skirms. But thankfully, I just keep making more, starting to make more production buildings as well, because I realize like I just can't seem to keep an army. I've only got 144 pop. He's only got 123, so at least have more than he does. Again, he's trying to swoop for the bombards. That's a big army of Cavalier that hand cannons alone are not going to be able to deal with. So I am going to eventually make some more barracks, and I am getting upgrades for the pikes. I got 15 pikes in the queue, but it's all from this one barracks. So that's going to be real slow in getting there. Meanwhile, losing more hand cannons to the castle. Still trying to get this castle down. He's been repairing. He's not repairing now, so if I can get a few more shots in, then I could actually take that down. He's out of stone, so that's why. Oh no, the bombards come in and kill my bombard. I realize that he has ballistics on them, so I can't just keep moving. I have to actually dodge. Hoping to get this castle. Yes, okay, got the castle. Now he's going to kill the bombards, but the castle's down now. He's switched to skirms as well, which are going to eat up my hand cannons. That's what they're designed for anyways. Now, it looks like this fight, I don't like my odds in this fight. My hand cannons are going to die to the skirms. He's got a couple of Cavalier for my own skirms. So I should really regroup. And this villager is just slowly building those buildings. Finally, I have a second barracks. So I'm also slowly upgrading the heavy cavalry. So I'm getting the Cavalier upgrade, just in case I want to mix it up and throw some heavier cav in there. Unfortunately, these bombards, because they have ballistics and have pretty strong range, they actually get really good shots in on really all of my units, unless I'm careful to micro. See, that was a good shot he got there, but thankfully I managed to kill it. Gonna lose this fight as well, but I mean he's kind of hurting for production buildings. His eco is okay. Still no Vittorias, so maybe he just forgot. But now he's starting to push back across the map. So I'm realizing I need to. See, he's using the market right now, and I'm trying to, but I don't have it. I'm rebuilding it, and so I said, "Bitch, I need my market," and I laughed because he came over here with his trebs, and the only thing he killed was my market, and I need that. This whole time I've been working without one, so my eco has been really out of balance. And if I'm not careful, this one villager that's been building all these production buildings will get killed. But trying to regroup, get another army going, swoop in for the bombards if I can. Once you kill those bombards, the push really dies, and it saves you so much time. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to protect these hand cannons from the skirms here. And try to pull these hussars away so they don't just immediately go fight a halb. What I really want to do is send the Hussar in on the skirms, or the bombards whenever I see one, and then let the hand cannons take care of the pikes or halbs. Unfortunately, again, this doesn't look like a great fight for me. He's got a lot more army. I'm still only 126 pop. I just can't get to 200 pop. He's got 127 though, so not that bad. In fact, he doesn't even have the pop space to go up to 200. He's got his own hand cannons now. I did manage to take one bombard out with my own hand cannons, and I thought I could maybe go in for the other, but not quite. Really lacking on the army front right now. Trying to rebalance the eco, and now look at my eco. I've got so much space for farms. A lot of villagers on wood that I don't really need there. What I need to do is just look back at the eco, make some more farms, get some more food, and in the meantime use that market to maybe sell some wood and buy some food. Now I'm starting to realize that I have all this empty farm space that I haven't filled up yet. From 44 farmers, I'm gonna get up over 50 now. And I'm set my gather point back here so that these units don't die immediately upon being created. Still managing the eco back here, up to 60 farmers. Now I've got a decent amount of food. He is being annoying by killing my production buildings. I'm going to swing the Hussars around, hoping to find some good kills. I say, alright, half of them are going to go kill the stone villagers, half are going to kill the gold villagers. And this also pulls the most of the army away, so I'm able to actually take this fight in the middle and get this space back. Yes, I lost all those Hussars eventually, as the pikes eventually closed in, but I did kill a fair amount of villagers, and was able to get his army sort of spread out and not all grouped together. Still trying to mass another army. I forgot about all these over here, I think. Now I'm remembering. Now these Hussar are gonna attack pikes again. So I've got another round of bombards, 3 more bombards. Hopefully that's enough to actually start another push. Of course, his bombards get nice shots on my skirms. And we'll see how this goes. I really need more production buildings, because as this fight goes back and forth, he keeps taking out production buildings. Thankfully, I've kind of done the same to him. Alright, so we're both down to pretty small armies now. 119 pop to 142. He's got back over 100 villagers. I'm over 100 for the first time. 106 now. Really hoping to save these bombards. Okay. Hussar going right into some more halbs. Excellent. So, still not able to get a good push going. We're always just sort of fighting back and forth in the center. He's killed one of my castles. I've killed 2 of his. Almost got into his base, but didn't quite. Now, really need to start massing more army here. Must have lost some more bombards. Probably to his own bombards. I'm starting to make some more production buildings on the bottom, and a few more on the top. Hoping to just at least gradually get enough production buildings to where I can make big armies and be able to start another push. Alright, these halbs are going to be hard to deal with, but thankfully I was able to get my Hussar in over on the skirms and the hand cannons. And I have a few hand cannons here to deal with the halbs, a couple skirms as well. He's cleaned up the hussars there. I managed to save the bombards. I do see that he's making new production buildings here, so I'm just like, alright, let me kill those. He's also going to try to come in for the bombards with his cavalier here, and this is where you can really see that hand cannons don't get ballistics. But able to save them. Starting to get the bigger army now. He's not able to keep up. Looks like he's only got 5 on gold at this point. So he, despite having cheaper gold units, he's out of gold in his base. He's taking this gold here. I'm still eating this gold in my base. Looks like I've finished that stone. I'm also eating this gold and this gold. So, and if I needed it, there's another one over here. Because I've been using hussars, skirms, and some of my own halbs, I managed to save up the gold. Looks like he's hurting a little more. Yeah, definitely hurting. And coming in here and killing these gold villagers is definitely harming his ability to make more army. He's also running low on wood. And now I'm realizing I've got the edge here, like I've got army up in the area where he's making new army. So they're going to pop out one at a time, which means I can kill pretty much anything as it comes out before it becomes a large mass. So starting a push, using the bombards to clear up production buildings. I figure that's my best approach here. If he doesn't have production buildings, he can't make army, in which case it would be really hard to come back. Another approach would be to just go straight in for the eco, kill the gate, and dump a bunch of units in there. I am thinking about doing that. So going in for the gate now. He is trying to make more production unit buildings back here, which is why I sent some hussar over here. Again, I just want to have some units over here to kill things as they come out. But now I've broken in and sent some hussar in. He rang the town bell. So now his villagers, although he still has 72 villagers, very few of them are now working. So this is going to be, at this point, he can't recover from this. It's GG. I mean, he doesn't have enough resources to get any more army. I'm already all up in his eco. Even the eco he does have is sitting in the town centers. His production buildings are guarded by my military. He is killing these hussars, but I'm coming in. I killed the monasteries. I even thought to bring some monks forward, because I was like, I'll take those relics. Going in for the starting town center. And now it should be pretty obvious that I've got this game. I'm just waiting for him to make the call here. Looks like he's trying to mass a cavalier army, which admittedly would be difficult to clear up because I don't have a lot of halbs. But I see it, and I'm trying to regroup the halbs to protect the bombards. Looks like he's actually coming out here to deal with the hand cannons. Or just sort of try to loop around. Either way, I'm kind of target firing these buildings, and he's calling the GG. So, struggled a little bit there, especially not realizing I didn't have enough on food. Had to end up having more than 60 on food to be able to keep up with that military production. But I was using so many different types of units, and so was he. So it was a really big battle here. Skirms, hand cannons out of the archery range, hussars, I even got a few paladin, halberdiers, bombards, so many different units to keep track of, so many different production buildings to use. But eventually we were able to push back his army and kill him. Take a quick look at the stats. So he had the advantage here for a little while. where he got to imp first, started to push me back, and then slowly we had this back and forth until eventually I was able to sort of push in and get the kill. KD 647 to 528. Killed a lot more buildings than he did, although some of the buildings he killed were notably a castle and my market. I actually didn't get any conversions. He got 2 conversions in on me, and I tried to get conversions. I built at least 4 monks that game, and I got redemption. So I invested 875 gold into that and didn't get anything out of it. But Army High, I was able to eventually get to that pop cap, that 200 pop cap, and I think that's what did it. And that's what you see here on this military population. We kind of went back and forth here for a while, but when I finally regrouped and got a big military, that's when I just overwhelmed him. Economy, he actually had a better economy. I think I had a better economy overall. I definitely had a lot more food production. He got more stone, slightly more wood. I got the 3 relics. He got 2. So and then I killed the monastery. So I had the relic gold advantage. Tech time. I got to Castle Age faster, but he got to Imp faster and started trapping me, and started the fight before I was ready for it. Villager count 110 for him, 106 for me. So I could have done a little better on that, but 106 isn't bad for a 200 pop game. And let's see, doesn't show me here, but this was the game which was able to put me up over 1200 rating. So this is the first time since I've been playing that I've been able to hit 1200. Made it up to 1205.